Before I call this meeting to order, I would like to note for the record that I will serve as the acting chairman of this meeting. I now call to order the meeting of the directors of the Statewide Local Development Corporation for Tuesday, June 23rd, 2015. I'd like to note for the record that this meeting is being webcast. The directors have received the written materials in advance of this meeting. They are free to ask questions at any time. The public is free to comment on items on the agenda within the time limit specified on the agenda posted to the internet. Before we begin with the substantive portion of the meeting, I would like to ask the directors whether anyone has any potential conflict of interest with respect to any of the items on today's agenda. If so, I would make an appropriate disclosure on the record of this time. We'll make sure that you can recuse yourself from any discussion or vote with regard to such items. And hearing no responses to that, the foregoing have been noted for the record. Our first order of business is the approval of the minutes of the director's meeting of April 8th, 2015. Are there any questions, comments, additions, or deletions to the minutes? If not, I'll entertain a motion for approval.
Motion.
And second, I'll second it. And then all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None. Thank you very much. Jonathan Hornsby will now present the final item on today's agenda. Jonathan, please go ahead and present the Modern Marketing Concepts item.
Thank you. Good afternoon. This is a proposed New York Job Development Authority loan for the amount of $5 million. The $5 million loan will be used towards the purchase of real estate and the renovation of an existing facility located in Binghamton, New York. The total cost of the project is $17 million. LDCS LLC is a real estate holding company established in 2006 by Daniel and Lisa Babcock to purchase and renovate real estate in Binghamton, New York for the benefit of Modern Marketing Concepts, or MMC. LDCS currently owns one 75,000 square foot property located at 29 Industrial Park Drive in Binghamton, New York, and its sole tenant is Modern Marketing Concepts. Upon completion of the project, MMC will relocate to the renovated facility at 265 Industrial Park Drive and pay rent to LDCS. LDCS will then rent out 29 Industrial Park Drive to a new tenant. 265 Industrial Park Drive contains approximately 430,000 square feet of gross building area and is currently occupied by two tenants, L3 Communications and AL George. L3 Communications has a 3-year lease and currently pays rent of approximately $500,000 a year for 100,000 square feet of space. AL George has a lease that expires at the end of 2015 and currently pays rent of approximately $450,000 a year for 80,000 square feet of space. MMC will occupy 150,000 square feet of space in the facility upon completion, and an additional 100,000 square feet of space will be vacant and available for tenancy. Founded in 1986, Modern Marketing Concepts is a global sales optimization company that provides marketing, technology, sales, and fulfillment services. The company integrates its clients' world-class brands with data, technology, and people to produce measurable sales growth. Using data-driven, technology-focused, multi-channel campaigns, the company produces $1 billion in direct sales for its clients annually. The current facility at 29 Industrial Park Drive does not easily foster the corporate values and requirements to establish a world-class technology company. While it is perfectly suited for a company with mixed-use requirements, engineering, light manufacturing, and back-office space, with a maximum capacity of approximately 400 employees, MMC's current requirement is 1,000 employees under one roof. The building at 265 Industrial Park Drive has a footprint that requires sizable repair, but holds value as a multi-tenant corporate services park. It easily holds 1,000 employees, has secured parking, and contains additional infrastructure that, once repaired, can continue well into this century as a leading option for greater Binghamton corporations and employees. This facility will give MMC the ability to compete with other world-class employers and allow the company to partner with state and local educational institutions such as Binghamton University, Cornell, Ithaca College, and Cortland State to find and hire the best students in the region and beyond. ESD staff performed a site visit on April 14th and April 15th to tour existing operations and the proposed facility to be acquired, and to talk with Daniel Babcock about the JDA loan request and expansion project. JDA staff and the JDA Finance Committee acknowledged the risks posed by this loan request. However, as outlined throughout the loan report, there are factors that mitigate these risks. Additionally, in recommending full JDA board review, JDA staff and the JDA Finance Committee are mindful of the JDA's mission and the statutory goals of the JDA Act, namely the creation of jobs throughout New York State. Binghamton, New York, like many upstate communities, has lost a significant portion of its manufacturing jobs in recent decades. The region's defense-based employers, such as Lockheed Martin, were forced to reduce the size of their workforce as federal defense spending was cut. Meanwhile, high-tech employers, including IBM and Endicott Interconnect, have also reduced employment significantly in the region. The manufacturing decline has contributed to the city's high rates of unemployment and poverty compared to statewide averages. The city's annual unemployment rate of 6.3% in 2014 compared to 5.8% for the state. The JDA loan of $5 million would be part of a total New York State offer of $10.8 million for the project, including a grant of $5 million and up to $800,000 of tax credits. Although this is a risky transaction, JDA staff and the JDA Finance Committee are recommending full JDA board based in no small part on the job creation numbers that the proposed project would produce and the overwhelming positive impact these jobs would have on the southern tier region of New York State. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Jonathan. Are there any questions or comments from the directors with regard to this item?
Just a couple of quick questions. Sure. The rental rates for the space, is it about $5 a square foot?
That's correct, yes.
Okay, and then that's standard for that area?
Yeah, it's about, for Binghamton area, commercial real estate, that's pretty much the going rate at this point, unfortunately. And also, L3 Communications is a long-term tenant. They've been there for a long time. They actually used to occupy the whole facility and have started to reduce space over the years. They only need the amount of space that they currently have. So the rents reflect that as well.
Okay. And can you remind me, in terms of the loan disbursement, in terms of when the job creation, like how those things two dovetail together?
Yeah, well, I think that well, I know for the grant there's going to be some kind of account set up, and the jobs are going to be accounted for as money is kind of spread out over time. But, you know, the sizable job number is 592 jobs over 5 years of completion.
Right. I guess the loan's coming in after they've built done finished renovation.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Standard takeout loan that we do.
Yes, this is standard.
Okay. Great. Any other questions?
I'm good.
Are there any questions or comments, or any comments from the public with regard to this item? If not, I'll entertain a motion for approval.
Motion?
Second. And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? No. Thank you very much then. There being no further business, may I have a motion to adjourn this meeting?
Motion.
Second. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.